Welcome back, everybody. Tuesday, January 14, 9:53 p.m. Eastern. One quick video that everybody was asking me is how do I use Trade Copier, because these days everybody has a lot of accounts. For example, Apex, Bullnox, Legends, My Funded Futures, Perdia, Take Profit, Tick Trader, Tradeify, lots, and you can now trade across multiple firms with one click, because the goal is that, let's say if you're doing a mid-band trade or you're doing an area trade or you're doing any type of trade, and that opportunity really hits one time in that particular scenario, right? So if you're doing a mid-band and you want to finish by 9 to 11 or within 3, 4, 5 good trades, when the opportunity hits, or an S1 or an S2 or things like that, for ES or Nasdaq, or doesn't matter, the 15 markets, that we provide. The idea is you want to make sure that all accounts are allowed. And many companies allow you to do this every single day, and allow you to copy. So, and every single day you have an opportunity to copy trade across multiple firms. Personally, I use all of these firms, like say, and plus a few more. So Apex, and then a few CFD firms, interactive brokers. So you can do as many as long as it works with either Rhythmic or Trade of 8, or you can configure lots of different options. So in this case, I'll give you an example. So what does a trade copier do? So this is the video that will I'll put a title in as how to use a trade copier and how to copy your trade across multiple accounts. Any videos we post at Super Areas are just for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. It's not financial advice, and we would like you to just know that we do the work so you don't have to. Where can you buy Copier? So we sell Copier at superareas.com. You guys can go Super Areas, and it's a one-time fee. You don't have to do every time. It says Trade Copier Flowbot, regular price $149.99, but it's $119 USD. So click on that. It'll take you to a payment link, and you just pay the $119 fees, and my team at Super Areas can help you assist. This is good for one machine, and once it's installed, my team will set up the install. It lists up here as under new, and you will see after it's installed, it will show up under Flowbots and Replicanto. All right, so I click on that, and as you see, a Flowbot Replicanto is open. So very simple window. It says which instruments do you want to copy, which leader account do you have, what method. You can do exact quantity, you can do ratio, so most of the time I just use exact quantity or ratio. So if I want to go to ratio is 1-to-1. So what does that mean? So what I'm saying is, let's copy ES trade, and let's do Nasdaq. Right now market is slow, so it's moving, so I will pick Nasdaq as an instrument, and my leader is SIM, and I say, you know what, everything that I do on SIM number 101, it should copy to account number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is what is happening with the one ratio. However, account number 6, I want to still copy, but I want to cross over my order into micro Nasdaq. How many lots? 5. So look at how this is working. And account number 7, I want to cross over to micro Nasdaq 2, and I only want to do 2 MNQ, because you may have certain $25,000 account, $50,000 account, $100,000 account, different accounts with different threshold and different drawdowns, and you may have some. So where do you want? Maybe you want to copy, let's say account number 2, 3, 4, and 5 as an exact ratio. However, accounts 6 and 7, as you see, I have reduced it to micro Nasdaq, and I've upped so it's not just doing $2 a point. It's actually doing $4 because I'm sending 2 quantity. Now you can do sim 8. You don't have to. It's up to you. So here I'm showing an example of 10 accounts. So I have one leader and I have 9 followers, and I have a PA account here too, 001. Yeah, I do have one PA connected for data purposes right here. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, 001. So this I'm not gonna touch, and all I care about is this is my setup for Nasdaq. So let's go to Nasdaq over and let's put an order on sim 101, and let's see what the reaction is in the control center. So I'll go into the positions window right here, and I will go and leave this window open here as well. And let's do let me pick Nasdaq right now. The price is 937. We are connected, and let's see what is happening in terms of Nasdaq. So Nasdaq is moving slowly right here, up and down maybe slightly. Okay, let's turn on chart trader maybe, and let's pick an account because leader has to be sim 101 since this is, let me move this slightly up so easier for you guys to see. All right, so account is sim 101, and I'll turn off chart trader here, and I'll don't do ES here. All right, so this is Nasdaq, and I have it open. So my instrument is matching Nasdaq. My instrument is matching Nasdaq. My leader account is 101. My leader account is 101. Everything looks good. So I want, let's do a sell order. There you go. So I just hold, I did a sell order. So because of the rapid price and quickly, some you may have a slight change in variation from where Nasdaq to micro Nasdaq. But as you see, the moment I hit market on my sim, whether I do a good trade or bad trade, that's regardless of how the market is going to move. It will just copy the trade. As you see, what did I say? Sim 101 is a leader, and then I have number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 to go as a Nasdaq. However, as I explained here, the sim account number 6, I want to actually take it to 5 lots because it may be a smaller account, because a lot of guys sometimes they're doing, let's say an Apex 300,000 where the threshold is 7,600, and then 7,500, and then they're doing a $25,000 account where the threshold, but they still want to take a trade so they can cross into a smaller, whether you're doing ES to MES, this and that. So this is a trade running. Now, you want to do more, same time more. So I can just go and create more copier instances. So I can go to control center and I can do now. So if I close sim, let's do this. If I close sim, all of them get closed because they're all linked. Now I can say, all right, do account number 8 as well. And let's do 8 quantity of same. So just remember, what am I doing here? I did not do a crossover, and I did not do anything. I just want to keep the same quantity for account number 2, 3, and so I'm doing 3 different variation. So account number, if you see, account number sim is 101 is a leader. Number 2 will go to Nasdaq. It's same. 3 would go to Nasdaq. 4 would go to Nasdaq. 5 would go to Nasdaq. However, I want 6 to go to micro Nasdaq with 5 lots. 7 to go to micro Nasdaq with 2 lots. But 8 and 9, I want to increase the quantity. Maybe let's say 5, but same Nasdaq. So let's do, just click here, and then let's do a sell order. And as you see, there you go, done. So again, the ones would do Nasdaq. So now it has done account number 8 and 9. It is still doing Nasdaq, but with the 5 lots and the 2 lots. So this ratio right here, really, if you want to do exact quantity, then everything will set to 1. If you want to go ahead and change the quantity, mostly I just use this one, ratio or exact. Rest of the things are, now I'm not really going in advanced uses of this, but just either exact or ratio. There you go. Now I have with one click, I'm able to trade one account, 10 accounts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 accounts. Because remember, account number 10, I did not trade. NPA, I did not trade. So nothing is. And with one click, I can close individual positions. Yes, I can close individual position right here. I can close this. And as you see, this will get yellow because it says out of sync. This is not sync anymore. If the moment I decide to close an individual position, it will go out of sync. These two are out of sync. But if I hit just close, or if I hit a limit order, whatever happens to SIM or the leader account, everything else gets closed. So this is how you use the trade copier. And if you want to open another window of trade copier, in this case, the example would be, it gives you a warning, hey, there are two windows open. So just make sure that you are aware that there are two replicantos open. So what do I want to do in the second one? So what I want to do is, in the second one, I want to copy ES. And when I take an ES on sim trade, exact quantity, I want them to go exactly. However, these three accounts, I want to go to MES. If I don't check these, they will not get on and off. So I can do this, I can right click, I can export my list, however I do. So these three accounts, and I will set as ratio to exact quantity. Maybe I want to send 2 MES, 4 or 5 MES, maybe 6 MES. So different ratio, and rest of them I'm just doing 1 to 1. So now if I go and change my trade into ES, because my leader is ES, let's do a chart trader. I turn it on. Let's do a sell. And as you see now, I'm doing all ES. So I have a window open. You can do a tab, or you can do a window. It's up to you. I like to keep things in tab. So you can tab it, or however you like it. You can rename it. Now if I go back to Nasdaq, and if I trade in Nasdaq, as you see, it's doing all the accounts. Now this window is taking care of my ES. This window is taking care of my Nasdaq. And you can keep opening as many windows as you like, or you can keep, but you just gotta make sure that your instrument is okay, your leader is okay, your ratio is okay. And then if you want to copy over the ATM. So if I set up an ATM, so let's give, let me close these. And here you go. I want to say I will make an ATM for Nasdaq overbought, oversold, a divergence. So I want this SIM 101 ATM to be in Nasdaq, copied over to these two accounts. So you can copy over the ATMs as well, and that's kind of cool. So it will automatically put an ATM, but remember this. So whatever I did on Nasdaq right here, it did an ATM. So it did put a stop loss and everything. However, let's go to account number 7. Account number 7. As you see, nothing happened because I have to go into micro on Nasdaq. And let's do account number 5 actually. Let's look at 5. There you go. It actually put in the same ATM across everybody. So whether you do ATM or not, whatever SIM is doing, it will do automatically. So you can do turn off or on ATM. Generally, whatever SIM is doing, it will automatically inherent for everything else. And if I close my leader account, so this is good for hedging. This is good if you want to copy. Now, whether you're doing a good trade or a bad trade, this will copy across everything. So it will just take the same order and put it into the different accounts. So let's close this, and let's close this. So with one click, you're able to close. So now I closed individual. So I got to go to SIM 101, close. And you guys can always look at the positions. Let me go to Nasdaq and position 1. SIM 101 and close, and everything gets closed. So this is how you kind of take care of your copier. See, if I make a mistake or I do a wrong trade, it will copy over. if I do a good trade. So the idea is just giving you an extra method to be able to copy trade across different, either within the same, like let's say Apex allows you 12 accounts or 15 or 20. Legends allows you 10. So if you want to do 10 EA in a time, you buy 10, just connect the copier, and then all 10 will do the same thing. However, if one account is $50, you have to buy 10. That's 550 times 10, 500. So if you lose one or one threshold goes down, all 10 will go down. The 9 has no actual, they're not the victim of your bad trading. They're just following whatever the leader is doing. So be very careful with Copier. It's only for experienced users now. Many firms out there will give you 4, 5, 6, 10 accounts per firm. Apex allows you 20, Legends gives you 10, Bullnox gives you 11, Tradeify gives you 5, TickTickTrader gives you 5 or 3, something like that. Then you have, what else? The Top Step gives you 5, TickTickTrader 5. Take Profit, I think, is the Purdy is still 1. My Funded Futures 3. So just like that, like, 20, 30, 40, 40, and then 51. So 20, 30, 40, 43, 44. And if you were to add like the trading pit and things like, you can trade 100 accounts, but then it gets quite laggy. So up to 10 accounts or 12 accounts is generally, I haven't had any issues. When I trade, I generally just turn on one type of company. Let's say if I want to trade Apex, I will turn on Apex, do my trading on 10 accounts, and move over to Bullnox and Legends and My Funded Futures and Perdia and Take Profit. So there's lots of companies out there. They'll do everything for you. In terms of multiple accounts, and they'll give you multiple payouts, and it's easier to track various different accounts with just one click. So there you go, guys. That helps. Hopefully this is a Copier trade explanation that how to now. So if you are deciding after your first payout that you want to go ahead and do multiple accounts, this is really, really powerful. You can buy the trade Copier for $120 on our website, and it's discounted because we buy them in bulk in many quantities every month, and we get to sell you at a discount price. So there you go, because I believe the real price is $299 US for that. But since we have a deal with them and we buy hundreds of trade copiers, we give you at a discounted price directly. And perfect. And that's it. And if there's any updates, we do push them out to the latest, and we give you an idea on how to do updates. Simple as that. Trade Copier, if you want to pass one account or 10 accounts, as long as your entry is right for one account, 9 of them will do the job as well. And you can do this in EA, you can do in PA, you can connect your GFF, you can, as long as it works within Ninja, you are okay. So that's all the job is, to make sure that it just replicates it across any connected. If I connect Apex, they will show up here. The more connections you have, they will start to show up, all of them in here, and then you can pick and select and choose and play with it. But the best way to play with it is just create as many SIM accounts. So if I right click, I can make another SIM account, call it SIM account 11. There you go. SIM account 11 is there. Let me do one more. SIM 12. So as you see, it's showing up here, SIM 11 and 12. So it kind of gives you an idea to play with it, how these accounts work. And you can kind of test it within your environment, within simulation, just to practice it, that, hey, my leader is SIM, and otherwise don't do this on a real account to test. All right, guys, thank you very much. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, so you get all these informations up to date. See you guys tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Take care. Bye-bye.